Hi, welcome. I wanted to come on and talk with you today because we are in the in-between time right now. We are in day 3 of the 12 days of Christmas, which is an in-between time. It's an in-between time when birthing is occurring in us and we're discovering some things about ourselves. And in the grief journey, those of us who are in the grief journey, we know what the in-between time is all about, because the reality is grief time is the in-between time. As my teacher and mentor, Dr. Alan Wolfelt says, it's betwixt and between. You are in between the person you were when your loved one was alive and in your physical presence, and the person you are becoming, the person who will reconcile with this loss, as unimaginable as that is, and will go on to find a new norm, which is a horrible phrase for someone who's not ready to explore that possibility. And so I invite you to use this in-between time, where the world is in an in-between time, for yourself, to connect deeply with your grief journey, to listen into your grief and even lean in on it. Healthy Mourning, which is the program that I run, is all about learning how to convert our grief to mourning in healthy ways and learning how to listen to our grief, because our grief has wisdom in it. Grief is not an emotion that we feel. Grief is a constellation of all of the symptoms that we are experiencing due to the loss of our loved one. And they are real symptoms that need to be attended to, need to be listened to, and need to be worked through. It is possible to do this with ease and grace, and I invite you to take this time to do just that. So in order to make it easier for everyone, I decided to make available the videos from my last live launch. In December, we did a live launch, and it was a wonderful time where the people who were part of that live launch started exploring the ideas of grief and mourning and how to create a wellness team and how to debunk the myths of grief. And we really explored together how to use the holiday time to convert these challenges that we're feeling into opportunities. And how do you use those opportunities to convert your grief to mourning? The question day, which is normally on Thursday, was such a rich day that we actually created a bonus day. And for those of you who are womb twins who are wondering if this program is for you, let me let you know that that bonus day was all about questions dedicated to womb twins, because that's where a lot of the questions were coming. So we wanted to create a special day just for that. In order to make this easier for you, yesterday in a meditation, I heard really clearly that we needed to find a way to make this easier for folks. And so what we did is the Basics of Healthy Mourning, which is the program that has the recordings of the most recent live launch available to everyone. I've decided to make that available to everyone for half the normal price. So normally it's $49 US until midnight tonight, Mountain Time. That will be available to you for half price with the coupon code Christmas, all in capital letters, Christmas 2021. So you will see below the link that you need to access in order to get that special bonus. I invite you to use that bonus. Listen to the recordings. They are just 1-hour recordings, 6 of them all together. And use the next 7 days of this 12 days to actually reflect. Because the information is so dense in the hour, I don't suggest that you listen to all of them in one day, but you're given 7 days to listen to each one in its own day, in its own time, and let that information digest. I'm just an email away. If you have any questions about what you're experiencing, I invite you to come into this journey with us. All of the specials that are normally available during live launch are available during your time doing this course. I invite you to find what your grief is saying to you. And I invite you to recognize that you and you alone are the expert on your grief. There are those of us who are coaches who can support you if you're feeling a little stuck in that grief journey, and yet you know your pathway out. And we're just here to support you in any way that we can. For all of us, I wish that we use this in-between time to turn inward In the Northern Hemisphere, winter is the natural time to do this. And this 12 days of Christmas is all about introspection and allowing ourselves the time and the space and the grace to check into ourselves and see what is true for us and for our next steps as we step into the new year. I wish you all love and peace during the season and during the coming year. May we journey through it with ease and grace. Namaste.